Shalom Aleichem, everybody. Hope all is well. Every day in davening, multiple times a day, the prayers we say, this verse we say, Yiratzon mefnecha Hashem Elokeinu v'Elokei Avosenu shebanim beis hamikdash b'mehera v'yameinu v'senech Elokeinu b'torasecha v'seirasecha. So what does this mean? This is translated as meaning, Hashem, may be your will, that may you build the temple speedily in our days and give us our place in your Torah. It's a very interesting verse that always had my attention, to say the very least. And what's very interesting about this verse is it demonstrates the power, just how powerful our connection is with the Creator. It demonstrates this, and I'll explain to you how. Because we see that, first of all, this is the main thing that we have to yearn for every single day, that Hashem brings the Moshiach, that we cannot be okay with the fact that living one more day in exile, one more day without the coming of Moshiach is unacceptable. We cannot be okay with that. We have to conduct ourselves in a way where we're demanding the revelation of Moshiach at all times, right? And that will affect our behavior and our interactions with those around us. But what's very interesting further about this verse is it shows just how connected we are to Hashem, where we say, Hashem, may be your will, that give us, we say, build the temple speedily in our days and give us our place, our portion in your Torah. And of course, when you translate into English, it doesn't do it justice as the beautiful and the holy tongue, the Lashon HaKodesh, in the holy language. Because in that verse, you're saying, Ten chelkeinu b'torasecha. It's like one word. Our portion is one word, chelkeinu b'toratecha, b'torasecha. Our portion in your Torah, it like plugs in. And when you think about that, it's very beautiful. We say, Hashem, give me my portion in your Torah. So is it mine or is it his? My portion in your Torah. Is it my portion or is it Hashem's Torah? And the answer is both. Because we are a part of Hashem. So that those two statements can exist in perfect unison with one another, and they're not a contradiction to each other, because the Torah is both ours, and of course, it goes without saying, it's Hashem's Torah, but it's also ours. Hashem shares it with us. Hashem gives a part of himself, gives himself to us. And that's very interesting. Because it's like a beautiful, I see it as like an inner plugging in the words to like activate arouse Hashem's mercy upon us. We're like begging Hashem to reign over us, and we're allowing ourselves to do that. When we say that certain verse, it's like we're arousing, we're begging Hashem to come down and reveal Himself to us, and it's very interesting. Because you know that there are 600,000 words in a book, in a Torah scroll. And if one letter is off, the whole Torah is possible, the whole Torah is considered invalid. It is not a kosher Torah if just one letter is off. And there are 600,000 letters. And what's interesting about this number is that there's 600,000 general souls that make up the Jewish people. So you could say, what? But there's right now 15 million people in the world. Then we don't know the exact number of Jewish people. Let's say it's 15, 16 million something, but there's many more, I believe. But whatever the number may be, and people say, so how could you say there's 600,000 souls? The answer is there's 600,000 general souls, and from those 600,000 general souls, there's branches with it. From those souls branch off to make new souls and sparks and new souls. Just like with a candle, you can light infinitely more candles. So too with a soul, you can create infinitely more souls with that soul, and ignite more souls and take more sparks and make new souls. So we are all comprised, we come from these 600,000 general souls, and that is why the Torah has 600,000 letters, that we all represent a letter in the Torah, that if one letter is off, we're not even saying if one parasha is off, if one page is off, if one sentence is off, if one letter is off, the whole Torah, 600,000 words of the Torah, invalid. Because each one of us is precious in the eyes of the Lord. In the eyes of Hashem, we are all completely necessary. And no, it doesn't matter if you look at another and you see he knows how to learn far better than me, and he prays much longer than me with much more focus, and he gives more charity than me, and so on and so forth. The person could look at all these, make all these comparisons, but at the end of the day, Hashem is saying He is interested in every last one of us. And that is why we can never be discouraged by comparing ourselves with others. That is a very problematic idea, is to compare in terms of to discourage and to look down upon oneself. We are all necessary parts. We all are different in our mission. We all have a different mission in the eyes of Hashem. But that is perfect, and that's what makes us so beautiful in Hashem's eyes. That it's true, when you compare the brain to the hand, the brain is much more complex and much more sophisticated than the hand. But the hand, only the hand could do the job of the hand. If you had a brain where your hand was, it wouldn't be the proper way to, it wouldn't work, to say the least. So too with us, you have the head, you have the tzaddik, you have the leg, you have the person who's willing to sacrifice. But each person has their necessary component in completing us as a nation. And we all are necessary. We are all precious to Hashem. Just, it says Hashem loves each and every one of us as if we're His only child from His old age. So a person could think, oh, there's so many other people, why does Hashem... It doesn't matter. Even if the whole world is doing what Hashem wants, but you aren't, Hashem is concerned for you, and He's bothered by your distance from Him. He's interested in you. That's why we all have to meditate upon this. Just how much Hashem believes in each and every one of us, and just how much Hashem loves each and every one of us. And when we do that, we'll be able to tap into this beautiful mission that Hashem is giving to us. We'll be able to fully benefit from it and involve ourselves in it. And this connects to each and every one of us. And this is how we will bring the days of Moshiach, when we recognize that the Torah is not just a nice book that was given to us 3,000 years ago. Rather, it is a living entity. The Torah is alive and it's relevant right now. The Torah is happening right now. We are a part of the Torah. That is what we're saying to Hashem. Hashem, make us a part of your Torah. Just like in the times of David HaMelech, when there was the revelation, and you know, there was the Holy Ark, and there was the Shekhinah, the divine presence was radiating throughout the world, and King Solomon built a temple, and of course in the times of Moses, the miracles splitting the sea, and Shmuel Navi, and Eliyahu Navi, all these great leaders, where there is so evident that they were in their days they were living in a time of Torah, because they're literally written in the Torah, about their experiences, or their stories are written in the Torah. So too we're saying, Hashem, make us a part of your Torah. Bring the Moshiach, bring the divine presence, reveal yourself to the world. Let us be a part of your Torah, just like, and even more than the previous great leaders of the generation in the past. Let us be a part of your Torah now. Let the Torah be revealed to the world. Let the days of Moshiach come forth, where the inner part of the Torah will shine forth. The people will learn the inner portion of the Torah, will tap into the secrets of Torah like never before. Of course, for righteous Gentiles, as I like to mention, is of course a righteous Gentile also completes their mission. That is that's the ultimate mission of Torah, that the Torah relates to Jews and Gentiles alike, in the sense that you don't have to... Judaism is not interested in converting people like proselytizing. Of course, there's a holy idea of conversion to Judaism, and the Torah speaks countless, over 30 occasions, emphasizing to respect the convert, just how holy the converts are. They're an incredibly beautiful part of our nation. The converts, they're an unbelievable people, part of our people. But it doesn't mean we encourage everyone to convert. There's certain people that their mission is to convert, and 100% that is their ultimate purpose, and that 100% is a necessary component. But there's some people that they can live their lives as righteous Gentiles by fulfilling the 7 laws of Noah. And if you're watching this video and you're a righteous Gentile, I strongly suggest looking on Chabad.org, 7 laws of Noah, and looking up all the details and involving yourself. And that is how you bring Moshiach. You are preparing humanity to greet the Messiah. And of course, if you're Jewish, each one of the mitzvahs is an obligation, an opportunity for you to connect to Hashem, to activate the inner part of your soul. And please, to spread this message forth with others, to help accelerate the process of the coming Moshiach. One extra deed that you decide to do, that you take upon yourself, can be the difference maker to bring Moshiach. And that is why we're expecting coming Moshiach at any point now. As we've spoken about in the video yesterday, the Rebbe said, we are now ready for the coming Moshiach. All that's left is to prepare to greet him. Meaning the job that was needed to be done has already been completed. We just now have to increase in excitement, and get ready and prepare ourselves, and get excited and act as if the redemption is about to be revealed. And through that, we'll arouse Hashem's mercy, and we'll activate the redemption. We'll arouse Hashem to redeem us and reveal the days of Moshiach to us. May Hashem bless you all.